Hello everybody. This is Kirill from Generational Wealth and Health channel. Today I'd like to speak about assets and liabilities. I know I've mentioned those two terms a few times this far, but I'd like to cover them a bit more in more details. We'll be speaking a lot about them, so they are quite important. I do believe that when a person gets the idea behind building assets, their life will change. I mean, you can never spend money again in the same way you have done so in the past when you understand what an asset can bring into your life. So assets are quite important. Unfortunately, most of us are used to buying liabilities. Liabilities are things that simply said take out money from our pockets. Uh, Anything that you buy and then it just spends your money, or you just spend the money to buy it and it doesn't bring any value to you in your life, that's a liability. A liability would be my phone, unless I'm using it to work and earn money from that. My car, in most of the cases you pay taxes for the car, you pay gas. Yeah, okay, we go to vacation with it and we go buy groceries, but nevertheless it still takes money out of our pocket without our active participation. I mean, yeah, you have to drive it to burn the gas, but still, uh, if it's broken you need to fix it, so that's more money out of your pocket. I know most, and maybe all of us, cannot live without cars nowadays. I don't mean to make you sell your car and never have a car, but that's the basic explanation of liability. Something that spends your money, and that's not you. Of course, this thing comes after our own decision, so the responsibility is ours to understand where our money goes and optimize everything as much as we can so that we can keep most of our money and invest them in the future. Why? Because we can generate assets. When we start investing and go into the world of investing, um, it's quite a lot of possibilities there. Um, you can invest in different kind of assets. One of them that I do most of the time is real estate. Something else is stocks, even though they're, if you invest long term, most assets will be profitable. Um, you can also build a business, but the description of an asset is something that generates income without your active participation. So until your business is requiring you to work 18 hours a day, that's not an asset. A business would be an asset when you are able to just leave it, go on vacation, or take some time alone, and it still runs. It still brings income and it still brings you money and value. So an asset is something that needs to produce money without you, without your active involvement. This could be, again, real estate, stocks, business, and yeah, a lot of things basically in the world of investing. So you can think about that as something you put your money into and make them work for you. So the good thing about assets is that when you invest your money there, they're not lost. Basically, your assets should keep their value. For example, as in the apartments investment, the apartments usually their prices go up due to inflation, due to demand. Yeah, of course, there are periods in which they can lower their prices, but this will be short term in most of the cases, maybe 2-3 years. So you should aim to invest money that you won't need short term. Most of the investments should be long term, and this way you will ensure that you will not lose in case you need to urgently sell the apartment for some urgent expenses. This way your money will be secured and you'll be calm and risk free. One of the most important things for me when it comes down to investing is the security, and I'm trying to cover all risks that are underlying when you invest. So back to the passive and active income, assets and liabilities. In your life, try to change from buying liabilities to buying assets. When you buy assets, they can buy you the liability. If you want to buy a car, invest the money into something that can generate more income for you on a monthly basis, and then it can pay out your car. Don't just spend the money on the car and they are just lost. You should start thinking that way and make your mind think in ways that can generate assets that you can use later to generate more income for you and your family. Long term, of course, that's not one day thingy that you're going to achieve. So it does require discipline and involvement, of course, like everything else. But this is normal, and you get used to it. So check and decide what kind of assets you'd like to invest in. Yeah, you can share them in the comments if you'd like to. I'll be happy to check your comments and reply if necessary, of course. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel and have a nice day. Bye bye.